Yeah, welcome back to the firehouse for some more firehouse reasoning. I think because the presidential election just finished, we might as well skim over that, you know, about what they deem to be presidential election, you know. And I know that some of you out there, some of you blacks now are very happy that Obama is in power, innit? As if it make any difference who hit you over the head with a hammer. Whether it was a white man or a black man, you would still feel the same pain, innit? You're going to get the same agony. So it doesn't matter which one of those stooges, as I would have called them, who had got into power, whether it was Romney or Obama. Because whoever it was simply have to go and do what they are told. You understand? You cannot. As an example, I'm sick of telling people this thing here now. But just as an example, you cannot join a club, yeah? And then when you go there, you go and change the rules of the club. Because obviously that's the rule of that club. So you don't join a church, eh? Or a religion and then go there and change. You go there to obey and follow the procedures. And the same thing go on with what they in their criminal organization that they call politics. You can't change anything in the game. When you go there, you go along with the game. You are there to take orders and to obey the rules. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether it's they put a black man or a white man. Well, me personally, I say who should be the president of America is a native Indian. Because neither the black man or the white man belongs to that part of the earth. You know? So if we was going by fair play, then you would have a Native American who is president of their own land. And the rest of you, black and white, will be classed as immigrants. Because you ain't no Americans, are you? One of you is an invader and the other one was brought there as a slave. Well, Obama wasn't in it. His dad was directly in Kenya. He's not part of the those who was brought over in slavery. So he's got no connection to us either, technically, if you know what I mean. He's Obama is way detached from reality, as it was, if you know what I mean. And my friend was also saying that in England here we don't have president. What we have is prime minister, known to Rastas as crime ministers. So he was saying now that the crime minister, Mr. Cameron, has gone over in the Middle East and his sale pitch over there now is selling arms, some sophisticated aeroplane that they have here and whatever the dangerous mission. But I was explaining to my friend that is the job of the crime minister. You cannot expect a crime minister to come and offer you peace and tranquility and all this. No, it is the job of the crime minister and his ministers, like I say, to when they go to these places, to let these people know that they have the latest killing machine available to them if they have the right amount of money. Because when you're dealing in criminality, that's what you would do. If you was a godly, if a man was a godly person, of course he wasn't going to be on such mission as to be going anywhere, having any discussion with anyone to sell them arms, knowing that arms kill other human beings. But if you are in the business of crime, surely that would be your priority. You know what I mean? But the people of the world take pride in whatever part of the world they come from, in their criminal organization, which is what government are, criminal organization, that go around the world terrorizing other people, killing, division and all these kind of things. So if they set up a killing, like I say, a killing organization like the CIA, and they tell you that, oh, these killers are CIA are here to protect you and make sure you're safe and sleep well in your bed, and you swallow that, not knowing that the CIA, as they are telling you, are what I would call professional killers or professional agitators. Those who go around the world either killing or enticing others to kill each other, are creating the situation for war so that they can sell their weapons. It can't work no other way. You know, to expect your criminal organization, I say the humans on the planet, you are backward. You support criminality so long that now you cannot tell the difference between honesty and criminality. So therefore, just like I was watching a bit of the American, they call it election, masquerade I call it, and there was hundreds of people queuing up to vote to keep themselves in ignorance. Because that's what you're doing when you're voting. What are you voting for? You have no idea. You are voting for a government now, right, that is coming in to carry on the murderous policies that it's been carrying on from even before you was born. So why would any human, this is what I can't figure out. Surely all these humans must have lost all faith in God, or, you know, haven't got no belief in anything called God. Because why on earth, right, would you support a criminal organization that is clearly against the law of God? I watch them on the telly here, and Obama is walking, lots of people are trying to shake it, and some of them are, what is all this emotion, right, about a man who represents evil? You wouldn't get that emotional. This is what I find funny. You never get emotional if you see a man speaking the word of God in it. You don't want to know. But if there is a devil man who is responsible for killing, and will be responsible for killing a lot more people simply by taking orders from killers and passing it down the line, oh yes, you will worship him. And you literally pray at the man altar, Mr. Obama, I see, or any one of the high devils here like now, Mr. Cameron. You all want to meet and shake those who are those whose hands are, I would say, are full of blood. And the only people who would desire to meet and to idolize such people must be those people who admire blood. Or if you don't admire blood, you must be a complete idiot. And I don't have any excuse if somebody is a complete idiot. Because surely God never created any complete idiot. Oh yes, there's people who can act like complete idiots. But acting and what you is two different things. There is no way any intelligent being should be drooling over religious, not religious, political. We'll deal with religious later. Political people like this. There is no way political men in suits should be admired the way that you are admiring them. What are you admiring them for? This is what I can't understand. What are you admiring your military men for? For the amount of killing? What are you admiring your arm industry about? Is it the amount of guns that they make, or the amount of rocket missile? What is it? Is it their ability to kill people in great numbers that you admire so much about this system? And you look how long you've been voting for your rights and you still haven't got it. Your grandfather died and never had any rights. And you will be dying without any rights, because voting is a trick to keep you ignorant so that you can be ruled over by the rich and the powerful. Manipulated like herds. Cattle. But that wasn't meant to be your life or my life, to be ruled over and manipulated and to be deceived by negative human beings, those who have set up evil. You must think because these, like I keep repeating, people dress well, yeah, and they are in some nice building and all this thing, that make them good. You must think because they call themselves the CIA or the FBI, MI5 and all this thing, that these are law-abiding human beings. I don't think human beings understand that there is really a law, and that the law is not the one set up by these devils in suit, because they do not know the law, the real law. They will have to answer to the real law. You understand? Like when my friends tell me Cameron gone and say, but about Cameron and what Obama is doing. Their life is only for a while, and they will have to pay for that. So I don't have to worry about what these little devils are up to. You know, I am giving them a chance to repent, as it was, by telling you about the real law. Because there is no mercy in the real law. You must pay for the wrongs that you do. So, if a man want to come here like Mr. Obama and Cameron and all those rest of crony and sell the soul just for the fact like they can be prime minister or the president of the greatest killing machine on the planet, which man? Well, no man in his right mind would want to be president of the greatest killing machine on the planet. But maybe if you are deluded like Obama and the rest of deluded people, and those who are, because I know a lot of you would wish if you was the president, because in your own warped imagination you think that is power. Ain't powerful enough to stop that when it's coming for you anyway. But maybe you would like to be the president of the killing machine. Because I don't know which country can kill more people than America on the planet. And Europe combined as well. They get rid of a lot of soul. Because these are the people who make the majority of weapons on the planet, or they are the majority of poison. These are the people who have the monopoly on the seas. You know? Control the sea. They even have monopoly in the sky. I don't know how many of them have satellite up there, but they have monopoly in air, land and sea. Now you tell me now, why does a small little country need to have 160, I think it says 67 or 68, military base around the countries, other people's country? And why is it that as a country and nation, your greatest spending is on military? Not poverty. Say fight poverty. You are not interested in fighting poverty. You are interested in building up, and I can understand it. They be spending from the 60s, eh? Spend all through the 70s, spend all through the 80s, spend all through the 90s, spend all the way up into 2000. Don't you think you could take a break, right? Say, okay, we have enough stockpile of weapon, you know what I mean? Take a break from building up. How come you always developing weapon? Eh? And that is the greatest achievement of America, that they've got military might all over the place. Eh? Having started from a small group of Europeans who went over there and brutalized the Native American. Eh? Built up American blood and slavery. And expand. Wouldn't even be satisfied by staying in your little borders where you are. Yeah? You have to expand like a great monster, not knowing that all monsters have to fall. Rome was a monster once, you know. Come crashing down. Lots of monsters. Lots of big monsters risen on the planet, but you all have to fall. It is not right and correct. These human beings on the planet, I say you must be sick. You must be sick. Because no one is questioning America. No one is saying, why is America not just where America is? Why have they got military base all around the place? For what purpose? And for what reason, right? Should anybody else around the rest of the planet be sitting and be having dictated to by them idiots in America. Your life have to be dictated to, right, by a couple of cronies who they claim are in the Senate. Why should people in the Senate, right, decide what is happening in Africa or in China or Indonesia? It's not your business, is it? You know? Your policies shouldn't affect anybody else anywhere. Your policies should just be inside your own, what you, and I say it's not your country, but since as it's modern, yeah, your country then, that you stole. All your policies should be do with that. Or all your defense spending should be spent on defending the borders of America. Once you are safe in your borders, leave and go back in your own house. Like I say, withdraw all this money that you spend on military in 168 countries. You know how much you could have done, right, for your country, countrymen, or your country. And I say, America is so blatantly evil. Beside them is a little island called Cuba. No threat to a big giant like America, no military. But they refuse to let the Cuban people have certain things. You know, they claim that they're punishing Castro, but you're not, you're punishing Cuban people. Why though? Why is that necessary? Cuba ain't going to attack you ever. So if you let Cuba buy what they want, whatever it is that they want, so what? We're all humans, aren't we? Where's the justice when you're denying these people? And it's not only the Cuban people that you are denying. Lots of other people around the world are being denied things because of some little evil men in America, which don't even know these people. They don't even know the people, and probably not even been in the people them country, but they sit in America making decisions simply because they've got the military might and the power. Because if you've got a big gun, yeah, pointing at me and I haven't got nothing, my little boy, of course you're going to frighten me with your big gun. And of course sometimes I'm going to say yes when I don't even mean yes. I might even tell you I like you when I don't like you. I really hate you. Because who is going to love any evil? Which man as a normal human being ain't going to love anyone if you're born in this spot and the next man come there bullying you? You don't mind if he come there and, you know, share things with you. But if he come there bullying you and giving orders and his country is way over there, of course you're not going to like him. So who is going to like, when people say they don't like America, they don't mean they don't like the general American people, because they know, but they hate the American government. Are the president, the head and all them, and Congress and all them, and the whole military not military killing machine. Because which fool is going to like something that they know is a murdering apparatus? You know, these people tell you about, like I say, CIA and FBI and all these other whatever they're telling you about, as if these are angels. These are not angels. These are people who are killers. You don't understand? Killing on your behalf because you vote them in. Accomplice to the crime, I say. That's why you should like how we're talking about voting. You know, when you go voting human beings, since as you love voting so much, you always remember that you are giving consent to your, what you call your government. Those who govern you, and you are giving consent. So when your government go and murder other people, you are an accomplice to those crimes, because you give your consent for your government, and you don't even know what your government is up to, because government are secret organization. It's not transparent, so you don't know what they're doing. Why would you give support to someone who you don't know what they're doing? Who's not going to make it absolutely clear to you exactly what their policies are? No. You could not give, well, you give consent to someone like that, but I wouldn't. You know, I ain't giving consent to no devil, because I am not going to be an accomplice to any crime. But I'm telling you as a fire lion, 9th grade soldier in this time, that all those who are supporting political parties on the planet are giving allegiance to people who are committing crime against their fellow human beings. Because these political parties are not parties of God, they are parties of the devil, parties of deception. You see what I mean? Party is a thing that keep people in ignorance. Like I say, once you join a party, you're in a box, huh? You got to toe the party line. It's like joining a religion, no difference. You know what I mean? The only thing that parties are, they're not pretending to be godly. You know what I mean? They are pretending to be, what they call them, social service, taking after one's welfare and all that. But they are not they are not looking after no one's welfare. They don't intend to. Because these are criminals. See what I mean? Criminals, well, the religious man is a criminal as well. Don't get me wrong. But these are the criminal here now, like I'm saying, who dress up and go on with their party business. You know what I mean? They are what they call white collar criminal then. Because you ain't going to see them with a gun or anything. But they are more dangerous than the criminal with a gun. The criminal with a gun just get away with a little one thing. These are massive criminal. You know what I mean? These are real evil criminal. These are the real devils. You know what I mean? That we need to see then. You know what I mean? You need to, like I say, get your eyes from out of the sun. Yeah? Wipe the sun from out of your eye. And really look within yourself, right? In this time of fire. And see who you are supporting and why you're supporting. You're sympathizing with certain groups. Why are you sympathizing with these groups? If you is a political man, anywhere on the planet, you know, in any party, ask yourself why you are in a party. Even ask yourself deeply in your heart if really, I wonder if God did create me to be in a party. If that is the purpose of life. And also ask yourself from all the time that parties has been running on the planet, how come the parties haven't solved anything yet? How come things get worse? It should have get better. Surely parties has a long time. They've been playing politics before I was born. And it still haven't improved. You see what I mean? Because like I say, politicians are what we call in Rasta politricksters. So therefore, every 4 years you have a man come and say, oh yeah, I'll do this. And obviously he ain't going to do it. And then when that time run out, and you see that he hasn't done it, you will cry and the next man will say, yeah, I'll do it. But he ain't going to do it either. And so it keep going on. But nothing ain't going to change. Because which, if I was a wicked man and I have you playing that game, that suit me, why would I want to change the game? Are you stupid? So evil is not going to change the game. You have to work the game out that you've been deceived, you've been duped. You understand? And when you, even watching the election, they still see Samuel Romney lose, some of them crying, the other Obama side laughing, you know what I mean? And I never hear Obama was saying, yes, we can this time. Because they know that nothing ain't going to change. And you are adults, human beings, given a mind, you know, by God to think. And you still cannot see through these illusions. But the reason why people don't see through these delusions is because your own heart and mind is not clean. You are living ungodly like these ungodly politicians. You know, all those in politics are ungodly. And they are supported by the ungodly. All those who support them are ungodly as well. You can't have God, anyone at all, godly, with any God understanding, supporting any man who is a political man. Because you're on the opposite side of the border. So you find out that if you are a political man and you have some supporters, all of your supporters are idiots. Because if they wasn't idiot, they wouldn't be supporting you. All of you Republican are idiots. And all of you Democrat, that giant party, lost your soul. Conservative man in England here are idiots, and so are the Labour rights. In Jamaica, the PMP are idiots. All you PMP in Jamaica are idiots, eh? And the Labour Party idiots. And as we go to Jamaica as well, Jamaica is a place where, like I tell you, I was born in Jamaica. And it's a place where politics divide the people viciously. You know, I leave Jamaica when I was 15, but when I come over here and I looking back in Jamaica and see how many of the brothers in the ghetto, can only ghetto man get killed in politics in Jamaica. The rich all live uptown comfortable. And you know, I've been saying here in England, man, if I never leave Jamaica, right, and I had to stay there, when these political time come around, I would make sure, yeah, I have a big gun, you know, with a sight on it. Because my aim would be to kill a politician. One of them or two of them. Knock me down in the ghetto. Killing my friend, because they are the one who give you the gun now in Jamaica now, eh? These rich men sit uptown and give the man them in the ghetto and get them to fight and kill each other while they sit uptown. No doubt sniffing coke up there and drinking champagne like these devils do in England, because all devils around the world are the same. So what I'm saying now, it's time for ghetto people to wake up and stop fighting themselves about this idiotic PMP and Labour Party, you know. That is stupidness, my brethren. When you're going to hate your next door neighbor for some rich politician who is living uptown and who's got money in Swiss bank, or maybe even have apartment here in England or in America. You see, you are dying for them and hating your own fellow slave. Because we are slave, struggling in sufferation. And you let rich man turn you. No, it better if you unite against the rich man and drive him out. That's what I would do. Unite and drive him out. So you see how politics split people. And no doubt if you go right around the planet, you will have the same political division. Divide and rule. And anyone, like I tell you, any being who is in any political party, well, you can't be spiritual. If you are in a political party, you've lost your soul. You know what I mean? You don't know what is what's going on. And that's why you join either political party or religion, and this is also why you cannot see what is happening around you, because like I tell you, when you're playing the game, it's very difficult to see. You need to come out of the game. So if you are playing the political game, of course you're not going to see what's happening. You know, because you are in the game. Like I explained so many times, any game, once you are in it, it's difficult to see all the move. You have to become like a spectator. Remove yourself from the game so you can see what's going on. So, but those people, like I say, those political men, they will not, they will never see what is going on. And you are believing in Obama. Like I tell you, Obama is just a figurehead. This game was playing a long time before Obama come along. He cannot change no rule. He cannot go in there now and says, we are not going to build any more bombs. We're not going to attack any more country. He cannot do nothing. He just got to go along with the agenda. You know what I mean? This is a man who is a stooge. All political leaders everywhere are stooges. Their masters are in the background. Because like I say, real evil never show itself. But it's time for you to expose it. You can unmask real evil. Because you know, once you get rid of the front man, you'll find out who is behind. You'll be able to see more clearly the backers. Yeah? Once you get rid of this front man that I'm telling you about. Once you stop believing in man like Obama and Cameron and whatever they give you as president, and you're saluting and bowing when you see them. You know, once you learn not to bow to devils. Because none of these souls, like I tell you, are in what I would say, got their understanding in hand then. deluded beings, I say, who have no sense of direction. If we was crossing the ocean, these beings would be just, you would see them all about the sea, some going this way and that way and floating backwards and sideways, but not with a purposeful way of direction, because they don't have no sense of purpose, of direction. They just, anything that come along, any wind blow them east, west, north or south, I would say, when you don't have any sense of direction. Because you can only have sense of direction when you know who you are. And you can only know who you are when you learn to self-discipline. You see what I mean? And if you don't learn this art that I'm telling you about, then you have to be led by others. And people who lead people don't know what they're doing anyway. You see, they lead people down into the darkness, because they don't have no idea where the light is, or even what the light is. You understand? So it's you, yourself, who's got to find this way through your own effort. Luckily for you, God has given you the ability in it. We all have the ability, to see what is right and correct, and to understand what is right, because the creative energy has instilled in all of us this ability. Well, I tell you before, the one himself is in all, innit? The one is not outside of no one. The one is dwelling with all. So we all, there's nothing here that we cannot figure out. If we decide to figure out, we can solve everything ourselves. But not when we following others. Not when we've been duped by religion. Not when we've been duped by the politricksters. That's what they are, politricksters. You will never figure things out. When these people are deceiving you. You have to take responsibility for your own thinking. Responsible for your own faculties. You understand what I mean? You are the one who must decide what is right and what is wrong. Not your political party. How can your political party decide that for you? And political men are not spiritual men anyway. So how on earth would a political man know what is right and correct for another human being? The only person who could possibly know or have an idea what is right and correct for another human being is a person who knows themselves. You understand? A political man cannot know this. Because a political man is not an honest man. Here in England then, did you not see the cartel of them claiming expenses, robbing the people? The political people are crooks. Or they live off what I call backhanders. If I was a rich man and I sponsor Marius into politics and back him and he becomes some minister, of course he'll have to what we call grease back my palm, by offering something, you know what I mean? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So politics is not an honest game, it's a dishonest game played by dishonest men. And those who join into politics now are the confused. Because if you wasn't confused, you wouldn't be into this politics. You would have worked out everything that it wasn't Jah who created politics, it was man. And the whole reason why he have politics is to keep you away from your right. By claiming that they grant you the right to vote. How can anyone grant a man the right to vote? Who grant them the right to grant me the right to vote? That's what who grant you the right to grant me the right to vote? That's what I know. Who grant you the right that I should come to you to ask you for my right? Because whoever grant you the right to grant me my right, I want to go to them to get my rights. Not you. The same way how you get it, that's how I want it. Yeah? I don't want to have to, like I say, see some black man say, oh, there is no equality. And who are you looking to equality? How can you look to men for equality? Wherever you are on the planet, right? And you don't feel equal in yourself as an equal human being. Whether it's through your color, whatever it is. Eh? And you think that you have to fight now to be equal. Who are you fighting? Eh? Who do you want to grab? Would you be happy if the United Nations say you was equal? The House of Parliament, the American Congress. If they tell you that tomorrow, say, oh yeah man, black man is equal, would you be happy? And wouldn't you know that you was equal unless some establishment tell you this? No, well I don't move like that. I don't need any establishment on this planet to tell me that I am equal. You know what I mean? No, I don't need. I know my equality and that's it. I take that myself. I don't ask any boy, as I would say, about my equal rights and where I stand as a human being. These are things that you should know for yourself. That you are an equal being. You don't go asking somebody else. And if you did, they should tell you that, no man, you're not equal, man. If you go about and ask anybody for your rights, they should tell you that, no, we are superior to you. Yeah, man. Any man who is asking the next man for his right, that other man should tell him that, no man, I'm superior to you. So those of you, if you're a black man and you run into England or whoever you're arguing with these men that you are equal, they should tell you firmly that you're not. Because you're an idiot in the first place for asking, putting that or asking or seeking your equal rights from them. You know what I mean? Or from anyone for that matter. No, I don't seek my equal rights from no one. And I don't need no one to come and confirm that, oh yeah, you are equal and you... I don't care what they think anyway. My rights is my rights, claimed by me. You know? Anyone outside of myself who don't like that, who cares? You see what I mean? But I will do anything not to follow what others say, because I am not a sheep. You know? That doesn't mean I won't listen to what anybody else say apart from me. Say, no, if anyone at all, who cares? Could be a baby. If they say what is right, I go along with that. But on the flip side, if you say what is wrong, I ain't going along with that either. You know? You have to make a choice in this world. And in this world, as you can see, if you don't make the correct choice, you can be deceived. You can either end up believing in the religious men, fervently following religion, or fervently following politics. Or if not one of these, then just become your own criminal then. Or your own hater. That's a party you can join, like I say. You can join the party of hate. There's various one of them. You know? You can join the party of pleasure, party of gambling, sex, all kind of party here and there. Whatever suit your indulgence in negativity, you can join and have these various. But whichever party you are in, you know that you are ill. And then because you're not, because the sickness then that you are going to get is not necessarily a physical sickness, you won't be aware that you are ill. See, because you look fit in it. Some of the fittest men are racist. They're professing racist ideas. And yet that's a sickness of the mind. You see what I mean? So people, human beings suffer from various diseases of the mind, I say. All kind of idiotic prejudice and all kind of idiotic, why I claim that you think that you're superior and all this kind of thing, and you know. And you're like, those who are idiotic, I say, like to name a few beings, you know. I say, oh, great psychologists and great philosopher and great. Nobody is great, man. Forget about greatness. Stop portraying people are giving. Stop giving human beings to look up to. You should be telling people to look up into their own conscience. That's what they should look up to. Because no being can be higher than that. So why talk about let's say Plato and Socrates and all these other great people that you name, you know? And when you really research some of these great people that they're telling you about, like their thing and their thing, most of their philosophers, when you study them out, I'm not about your greatest one, them, you know, like Plato and all them. These boys was educated in Egypt. That's where they learn the little thing that they know. And then when they come back to Greece now, you give them all the praise and claim that it was them who write all these works and all these kind of things. But anyway, you never mind about that. Those are far away things. Those things happen and they are what I call finito. We are not living in them time. We are living in the modern time. 2012. Yeah? So, I'm saying now in 2012 then, can't normal people who's walking about the street, can't they make a judgment? Can't they see when something is wrong? You know? Like you say, you live in England here, your Prime Minister, right, has gone over to Qatar, wherever he's gone to, right? And the main purpose of his trip is to sell arms and ammunition. But yet there is no great outcry as to why the leader. I could understand if the man wasn't a leader, you know, like just a one-half man just for money, yeah? Selling arms. But this is the leader, the Prime Minister. He has head a delegation to sell weapons. Weapons, you know, is just to kill. Why is it so exciting to go and sell weapons? The people of the country and should be disgusting with these killers for killing things, but they're not. They don't even blink an eyelid. It's as if, oh, nothing's happened, man. It's only a weapon over there. But like I tell you, you are going to end up as an accomplice to the crime. You love your country so much that you will not see the crime of your country, or you love your group so much that you will not see the you will not see the crime of the group. So you would rather serve as an accomplice to the crime of your group or your country. You would rather admire and say, oh yes man, it was us who made Trident. Yes man, it's us whose nuclear bomb is the biggest and we got the fastest plane that can drop. We can carpet bomb any country of the planet. Yeah man, yeah man. You would rather support that, wouldn't you? But like I'm telling you, consequences to action. You see what I mean? And whatever your country do and you are an accomplice to that crime, you will have to suffer the consequences of whatever fallback is going to come. And like I tell you, life is eternal. You know, it's not just a little one stop over, and if it was, man, I would gladly join in the play. I might even I would have been cheering for Obama now. Yeah. In my own delusion and say, yeah man, Obama is president, man. That's savior for us black man. You know, he'll take care of us. We won't have any more problem now that we have a black president. Well, what you want to do, right, now that you have a black president for a fourth term, go to America, right? And go in the poor black neighborhood, millions of them you see down there suffering, and ask them how it is that how things have improved for them since they have a black president in the White House. You see? I reckon since Obama come then there must be less tramps walking in America, innit? And less poor black people in it. Oh yeah, and you get inadequate medical care now, innit? If you're a poor man and all them things there. All the poors of America, you feel better now, don't you? New president, you know, they're going to start. Here he's announced a project to build 3.1 million house for those who are on the street of America. So that's a good initiative that one of Mr. Obama's first policies in his new term is to clean up America and let it look clean again. All derelict buildings in every ghetto will be demolished. We're taking half of the military budget. I don't know how much that would be equate to. Say maybe a 40 billion. They still have another 80 billion, 40 to spend on military. But this year we're taking 40 billion to clean up all the derelict places, create new jobs. You know, like when you're doing all, you have to employ a lot of people to clean up all these derelict places that we have here in America. Yeah? Create a lot of jobs and set people building houses and roads and all them things with the extra 40 billion, you know? Create and give. Well, you know, people have initiative themselves. They will start even their own business as well. That's what Mr. Obama is coming in to do, yeah? No, my friend, Mr. Obama is coming in to carry on the same policies of murder and killing by the American military apparatus abroad while tightening the screw on you Latin America. You know what I mean? And then you blacks won't be able to say nothing, because if it was a white president putting the pressure on, you could claim racism in it. I say, oh, Mick Romney, man, it's because the man is a white man, you know? That's why he's doing it to us, black, we're suffering. But now you have a black president and you have to suffer underneath him. And then you can't make any excuse and say it's because you're black why he's doing it. You know what I mean? But you're feeling the same suffer. That's why I can understand with you, human being. What difference does it make, right? Like I say, if a black man take a hammer and smash it in your head, yeah? Or if it was a white man who take the hammer and smash it, you would still feel the same pain. So this is not a matter of color, is it? This is a matter of whether the being have the integrity, whether they are right and correct. And I'm trying to tell you that no political man, whether white, black, green, pink, blue, yellow, no matter what color he was, he hasn't got the integrity. Because he's got to go and sit in the seat of the devil. That's what the White House is, you know. Or number 10, or wherever you have these criminal organizations. Because any organization that is against the law of God, that's what you are. Criminal organization, which is against the natural law of God. Any organization on this planet that is set up against that law, that is what you are. And all those who support you, or any who set up, are criminals against the law of God. So all the supporters in whatever political party across the planet, communist, whatever party you are in, you are all against God's law. Because you've gone and joined a criminal organization. God law is the only organization on this planet that is not a criminal one. You know, when you live by conscience, then, if you know what I mean, it doesn't deal in criminality. All others are. So if you're not, and if you was living under the law of conscience, you know, the guide, you would never be in a political party because it will guide you away from that. So that it equates then that all those who are following in politics, or all those who are involved in politics, are involved in negativity against their fellow you, deception. And because I am a soldier at here, you are criminals against the law of God, you need arrested. And you're going to get arrested for the crimes that you are doing against the law. Just like if I was a thief breaking into houses and doing, sooner the police would arrest me and charge me for these crimes. You are going to get arrested and charged for the crimes that you're doing. Well, you're under arrest already because memory is recording all your crimes. You know what I mean? You just don't notice that you're under arrest. I am just giving you a way to get out of prison, to escape your confinement before it's too late. You understand? The way to get out of your prison now is to abandon ship. Leave political party and religious party. Run for your life. Why follow evil? Because don't forget, when you go on the other side, your political party won't be there to help you. You know when death come knocking, no political party is there to stop death. You see me? Each individual, like I tell you, you've got your own memory, you shall face your own judgment. Not with your political party or your gang. You see what I mean? And all you they smile when Obama, when that come for you, Obama cannot help you. And when that come from Obama, you can't help him. Thy judgment must be faced on thy own. So why not think about your judgment? You're there worshipping some other human being, clapping and cheering about. You don't know what you're cheering about. You're cheering as if Obama is the man who's going to bring peace to the world. But mind you, he was granted the Nobel Peace Prize. Maybe that's his aim. He's going to bring peace. Since they give him the Peace Prize, I don't know how much people America has killed by drone. And under the law, not the real law, under the law, illegally. I say under your law, illegal. Under the law, your law is illegal anyway. All of you who support the law and keep making up law shall get punished for doing such things. Because you are making law to keep your fellow human being in subjection to your evil. So you can rule over them. You know, you make law to suit the rich and the powerful. You don't make laws for humanity's sake, but for devil's sake, for evil men's sake, not for the sake of good men. You know what I mean? But like I keep warning you, enjoy the physical life, because this is the only place where you're going to be able to subjugate another's according to your will, because of the fact that you have a big gun or you can drop. Where you are going when you leave, right, you won't be dropping no big bomb down there. You won't be giving no orders, because no one ain't taking orders. You are there to receive what is due to you, and that's all. Not to give orders. No one ain't going to salute you. The game, when you go on that side, the game is up for you, wicked man. Yeah? So the plea is really not for you, wicked. Because it don't look like you will ever change. But for the masses who you are deceiving, the cry is for them to wake up. You understand? So that they can see that they have been deceived, or they've been, those who are leading them over a cliff. In my own mind, it's only a dummy, yeah, who cannot see now that political people are leading people astray, or is not leading them the correct way anyway. Well, surely they can see it all over Europe now. That's why they're crying for austerity, cut back, cut back, cut back, cut back. But you must understand that it doesn't matter how hard things are. It's not affecting the rich and powerful, is it? But yet they are the one who's making the decision what shall be cut. And they can do this easy because it doesn't affect them. Not that the cuts is going to affect Cameron or anyone who's in the party, is it? Or who gather around it. They do not care. They are only giving you the impression, gullible people, that they care. You don't understand? That's the trick of the devil all the time. It is just like another scenario. Go and cause a trouble, but they do themselves, like the Twin Towers. Blow it up themselves, blame it on somebody, and then try and give you a solution now. You see? So that's how evil works. Evil is the one that causes all the trouble. Because without any trouble, the system would collapse. How stupid can human being be that you cannot work it out yet? The reason why they need trouble in the world, your government are telling you that they're trying to be peaceful, but they're not doing that. Because if there was any peace on the planet, where would Cameron go to be selling his planes? Like he couldn't be going on that job, could he? If there was peace. Because no one would want to buy no war plane. And if there was peace, no one would want to buy, like I said, no big bomb, no gun. So those industry would have to die out, innit? Because who's going to work in a factory when we're not making any gun, brethren? Because peace is now on earth. We don't want gun. Gun is for killing people. So if the criminal decide, okay, all right, I'm not doing any criminality, not robbing nobody, not robbing no car, I man is going to be peaceful. Yeah, and we decide that. The system collapse. The system need evil to survive. And you are the one who is feeding it. Right now, and I'm just looking at me telly, running on the telly behind the screen, there is some drone strike going on. You know? Somebody is sitting in the CIA, man, them sitting in America and flying drones anywhere they want in the world, killing people. Some places we know about they're doing it, some we don't even know where they're doing it. Because they are killing in secret. You know what I mean? And we continue to support this evil. Anyway, I is waiting for a time for this evil to be destroyed. You know? Just like how we sweep rubbish up of the road. Because surely, you know, how can it's so, the more, evil is getting more and more blatant then. I reckon there was a time when the evil man would hide what he's doing secretly, rather than let people know. But now he's out in the open, he's just decide. The gloves are off, man, I can just do what I want, you know. He must have reckoned that people are so dumb that even when he's doing the evil in front of them, they won't realize that he's doing evil. Well, anyway, if you don't want to wake up to this evil, here what I is going to do. I is going to cut this reasoning short, see it? And fire out and fade out from the firehouse until we come on the next rail, see it? Fade out and fire out. Rastafari, live it.